Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. Alright, I'm back. I am back. Now, while I was away, I apologize for the disconnect earlier. While I was away, the company that I get all my Wi Fi cable things through, and I am wired. I am wired here. I guess is it a LAN LAN line? I'm not sure. But there's a wire direct into my system. They ran diagnostics. Everything was rebooted. They tell me I'm good. Am I good? I don't know. I had time to brew a nice cup of tea. In the bottom, some fresh ginger root. If you're going to make tea, make it fantastic. This is black pico and some fresh ginger root. Mm, so good, Guardians. And I have a gamer snack. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. It's been stressful. It's been stressful. This is a Biscoff Lotus cookie, and this is Biscoff Crunchy Peanut Butter. Let's have a bite. Gamer snack. Let's see if this is Ransom Rider approved. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Now, please don't let me get booted. The gamer snacks are good. Everything is good. Don't let me get booted. All right, I want another color shader on this. Graffiti, I loved you, but I'm going to change out. All right, now, yes. Back to where I was at. Back to where I was at. Nessus, we're coming back to visit. No, Europa. It was Europa. I say Nessus because I'm so used to saying Nessus because I do love Nessus. Guardians, this Lotus cookie, it's Biscoff. It's called a Biscoff, but it's a Lotus cookie. It is so good. I'm going to have another little scoop of that crunchy Biscoff peanut butter on there. Mmm. 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 That is tasty. That is so tasty, Guardians. I need to make something with that. I need to do, like a banana pudding and put some layers of that Biscoff peanut butter in the center. I think it would be so good. I'm gonna have to try it. All right, the luck has smiled upon me. I've not been booted. I'm writing clearly. Everything was turned off, turned back on. They ran a test from the corporate facilities, and they said you're good to go. And I said, "Am I? Am I good to go?" I've got missions to run. I've got guardians to visit, things to do. Get me a good connection. No doubt it's the Vex. They've reached a hand through space and time and they're trying to mess with me. They knew I was coming. They knew I was coming. All right, here I am. And I like to warm up in these Guardians. I really do. Barrier and overload. I think I'm okay on this. Let's go ahead and do it on the tough one. I feel like I just did this the other day. But these are good for warm up. How is everybody today? How is everybody? I hope you come back, Guardians. I got the boot earlier, but come on back. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. All right, I'm going to sign in one of these other screens. All right, got it. Now I think I'm fully set. I can see everything. It says I'm streaming good. It says I'm streaming. I didn't sign in to my chat, and I need to sign in to chat in case somebody wants to say howdy. Never fear, Guardians. Come on in and say howdy. Where is my chat? There it is. PG, PG. You know, and now I'm getting ads. They pop up ads on everything. But, you know, today, Guardians, when I was out, I was supposed to go to the dentist. We're just going to recap a little bit. I was supposed to go to the dentist. And the dentist ended up canceling. It's like, why, Mr. Dentist? Why did you cancel on me? I had dreaded that appointment for a full month. Teeth cleaning. You know, I had to go in for a teeth cleaning. But ultimately, I did dread it, as I always do with the dentist. You know, I told my dentist, I said, dentist, I hate going to the dentist office. It's not you, it's the sound of the equipment. It's frightening. It is frightening. And even when I watch a horror movie, Phoenix, hello, buddy. Even when I watch a horror movie in the modern age, I often am like, ooh, wow, you know, I do not want to hear dental equipment in a horror movie. It's the most horrifying thing I can think of, dental equipment. Now, I feel like one got away right over here. Maybe I got her. Maybe I got her. Woo! She's being pushed around. You ladies calm down now. Guardians, she may have lost her smile, but she has good programming and she can cook a mean stew. Plus, she shines her own armor. She is a Vex Harpy. Oh no, Soupy. I would not have watched that. Just the title alone, that's enough for me. The title alone, I would have said, Not when those drills start going. Guardians, I have been out this morning as I was dreading my dental appointment that was canceled on me. I was watching a movie, or not a movie, but a short video. It felt like a movie. There was a lot of information in there. And they're saying that really, when you go into Ghost of the Deep on the ultimatum, that it's Thunderlord. You take in Thunderlord, a Titan, and you let Thunderlord rip behind your shield, and you take him down. Oh, Soupy, I will have to look it up. And Soupy, how are you today? How are you? I almost had her gone from the prior room. Wow, this just really eats them up so quickly. It's so good. It's so good to have them ate up like that. Now, I know he's going to run away. I got him, though. I got him. That was planned. I planned it that way. Now, I know in just moments the wyvern will come down and it will have one goal: to destroy me. I would have liked for both those wyverns to have been standing together. I'm sneaking up the hill, up the steps. Boom in your face, ma'am. Boom in your face. Hello. Missed. Missed. Jason, how are you, buddy? How are you? Jason, I had a crappy connection yesterday and today. Thank you for coming back to hang out. They ran diagnostics, though, and I reset everything here at my computer. Everywhere. I reset it everywhere. Ugh, he wants to get me. There's another one in there. There's another one. Oh, Jason, I heard that 2 Thunderlords and a Titan with a divinity just made them, just wrecked it. And it really did look like that was the case. Alright, did I get everything in here? Have I warmed up? Got them. Now, did I get all the champions? That should have been every champion. Resource. So, Jason, how was it? What were your thoughts about it? How did you feel about Ultimatum and Ghost of the Deep? We want to know. Guardians, I'm going to have a little bit of this gamer snack again. Now, I didn't even look up where the Lotus cookies are from. I didn't look up where these were from. But Biscoff, the Lotus cookies, I discovered these on an airplane way back when. And I couldn't believe how good they were. I mean, I wasn't even in first class. And they gave me a pack of these Lotus cookies, and I'm like, ma'am, I'm going to need 2 more of those. Jason, what did you use? And did you have a Titan? Did you have a Titan? That's my question. Oh, I would bark for a Lotus cookie anytime, Superman. I'm just taking a little. This is the crunchy Lotus, the Biscoff peanut butter. Mmm. I would howl at the moon for a Lotus cookie. Now, what do I want to get into? Complete lost sectors, that was 33%. That's XP plus plus. That's actually pretty good. But Jason, what were you guys using in there? Were you on a warlock? Superman, thank you, buddy. It's good to see you. Thank you for commenting on my videos. That slipped. I didn't mean to do that. Give me my grenade back. Oh, man. A little bit of that fresh ginger root sliced up in that tea. So good. Now, I need to get into something. Jason, I wished I loved Ghost of the Deep. So I could be struggling in there right now. I know it's going to be a struggle for me because when a triple S tier gamer like you says it was brutal, then it was brutal. Don't you run from me. If you say it's brutal, Jason, it's brutal. Am I in my chat? I am in my chat. Oh, Superman. I hope, I fully expected Superman to turn my system on today and get a nasty gram. But I guess the nasty grams, they time out. And by nasty gram, I mean they say, oops, looks like you left a game early or you left the match early. Don't do that. It degrades everyone's experience. I didn't get one of those because, I didn't get back on until today. And then earlier, I kept getting a contacting Destiny 2 servers. But it's been smooth sailing, luckily. Chest. But Superman, I'm glad you had a good time and that you won a bunch of those. I feel like I need to go down in here, but will there be anything down in here if I go down just, lollygagging around? Lollygagging. Are there rounded parts down there, Guardians? Rounded parts. I don't know. Let me go see. What else can we get into? I probably could get into some Iron Banner and hope that I've got a really tight connection. Good and tight so that it's a fun time. Crucible, Iron Banner. I did get a good weapon. Demon, it's been taking you a while to load into the Iron Banner. Have you won a few, Demon? Have you won a few? I need to switch back up and take my Battler in there. Guardians, I've got a lot of these Lotus cookies. I had a case of these things shipped in. Y'all just come on over. We'll fix some of these Lotus cookies. And I've got 3 jars of this Biscoff. I'm not sure how I ended up with the Biscoff peanut butter, 3 jars. But I just went into the pantry. There were 3 jars down there. Mmm. I also heard that the second boss, Jason, I heard that the second boss, it was 1,000 voices. You need to use 1,000 voices on him and keep him stun locked so that he can't come over and knock you out of your area, knock you out of the well of radiance. Jason, I wished I could watch your run. I would love to watch it and kind of study your moves and see how you handled it. All right. I kind of do like this in Iron Banner. Wow, Superman. Retrograde Insane. You have to melee Ektar. Ektar. He sounds like a 1950s Japanese robot. And here he is, straight from Japan, champion of the world, Mr. Ektar. That's what comes to mind when I hear Ektar. So you melee Ektar and then he can't push you out of the well of radiance. Who is on? Who wants to go in here? Demon, what are you doing? GP Red, Grim is him. What's Raygun doing? Raygun, you're in Ghost of the Deep. Good luck, my friend. Give no mercy where none is due. Rula, hello, buddy. Hello. All right, we got one full page. Ash Ketchup is doing what? He's in orbit. Green Egg and Sam 2. Hello, buddy. How are you? Thank you for that, Green Egg and Sam. I look at that and want to say, and Ham. GP Red, do you want to play, buddy? Do you want to play? Oh, he's in Ghost of the Deep. Everybody's in Ghost of the Deep again. I can't feel the pain. Because I'm not in Ghost of the Deep. Sergeant, Scratch, and Sniff. Hello, buddy. How are you? Zatu is doing... What's that? Oh, Ghost of the Deep again, Zatu? Again? Alright, if anybody wants to join, let me make sure that I'm on social. I gotta be social. I have been told, be friendly and pronounce your T's. Guardians, let's be friends and pronounce our T's. Speaking of tea, I'm going to have a sip of this delicious ginger root and black pekoe tea. Oh, Jason, you're running Eternity? Ghost of the Deep? All right, let's go in. It's me and Demon, but if anybody wants to join, you are welcome. I'm on social. Mine is open to have some fun. Drizzle, hello, buddy. Hello. I'm going to invite Drizzle and see if he wants to go. Iron Banner. Someone sent me a very finely detailed bit of information. And boy, I was really pleased to see it. Phoenix Heat, hello. I was really thrilled to see it because they broke down the names that Saladin. They broke down the names that Saladin is supposed to have. Demon, it's you and I. You and I must make a pact. We must push these guardians back. Guardians, I know I can't sing. To the person who sent me the message and said, Ransom, you can't sing. I know that. It don't stop me from having fun. I like to sing out loud. I love to sing a song. Rula, thank you, buddy. I got back and I've had no contacting Destiny 2 servers. They ran a check. I reset everything. I reset the system behind my computer. I reset the equipment in the utility room. And I'm good to go. I am good to go. Nikki Sats, thank you so much, Nikki. Nikki, I appreciate you. You have been a really fantastic friend to my channel, to me. You're absolutely exceptional in every way. Thank you, Nikki, for subscribing. You're appreciated. You are. You are appreciated. All right, we're trying to find another team. We're trying to find the remainder of the team that we are on. Thank you, Demon. We are. Remember, it's not win or lose, it's how much fun you have. Those who have the most fun are victorious inside Iron Banner. Oh, Nikki, absolutely. You come on in. I'm trying to work, Nikki. Confession, Nikki. I'm trying to work myself up to do the hard version of Ghost of the Deep. I'm working in my mind on it. It's a project. I'm building the foundation, and I need to put some floors on it so that I can reach a level where I say, jump into Ghost of the Deep on the hard mode. Ultimatum. That's what I need to do. Oh, Zatu said it was rough. Zatu said it was really rough. We ran it once. You know, Jack and I ran it just on the easy explore mode. It's all the falling down that gets to me. I tend to survive the enemies, but the drop down into the methane, that's where I die. Retrograde insane. Now, I might need help, Retro. Be ready. I might call on you one day. Yes, I heard Nikki, 1,000 voices on the first big guy with all the stairs. And then they say that Thunderlord with an Arc Titan just burns her up. 2 Thunderlords, and a Divinity, Arc Titan, and a Warlock with Well of Radiance, and you just eat her up. That's what I've been told, and I saw a lot of that yesterday and today on social media.
Show them why they should stay on our good side.
Zatu, everybody's saying it's easier. Everybody's saying it's easier. But I trust your judgment.
Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Zone advantage. Woo! He got me, but I put him to running. He's weakened. Show him the power of the Traveler.
Zone C lost.
Where did he go?
Zone B lost. You captured Zone A.
Mistakes were made. I hit the door frame. Somebody knocked that door out. We're going to need that enlarged for grenade usage. I take a grenade for ya. Ooh, ooh.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on. lost. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh no, he was behind me the whole time. Thank you, silly sly seal.
Zone B lost. Zone A captured. You have the advantage.
Snowy,
Press on.
achievement hunter. What have you achieved, Snowy? What have you achieved? Alright, I gotta get back in the groove. Nathan, how are you, buddy? Can I go over the top? Boy, I wanted to go over the top. I wanted to. Cat, hello, hello. How are you?
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is
Zone
yours.
advantage. Oh no. Oh no. Go, crew dog.
You captured Zone C. Everything is yours. Relish this time.
Now we are the hunters. I feel like I had him. I feel like I had him. Replay. Rewind the digital. Oh, oh, just adept.
Come soon.
Well played, just adept. Well played.
Opponent claims Zone C. You captured Zone A. Zone B captured. Zone
Man, oh
advantage
man,
is
I almost
yours.
got him, but Kovastov stood in the way. He used Wither Horde. That is low, sir. That is low.
Sound tactics so
We're supposed to be friends here.
lost.
Kovastov again? Snowy? Maybe I should pull Kovastov out. Maybe I should pull it out. Bring the big guns. Incinerator Snap was quicker than my slide. There are times where I feel like the poor Titans have just been nerfed into the ground. I just said it out loud. We all know it. We all know it.
Zone C. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost.
How many of those do they have? How many shots do they have? Cat, it's an Iron Banner. We're doing a little bit of Iron Banner just for the fun of it. Just for the
Zone
fun.
B captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
Lee, press on. Nail 'em to the wall, Guardians. Nail 'em to the wall.
Now you were the wolf.
We're the wolf.
3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them.
Keep the pressure and we have them. Ooh, we gotta have them.
It's over.
Ransom?
That's me. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Nikki, how are you, buddy?
Good.
You captured Zone A.
Nikki, I've reset everything. I think I'm back. I think I'm back.
I was just saying, I think you had some tech difficulties. So you went live and then you just weren't there.
Yeah, on and off, on and off.
Really impacted by that nor'easter or anything, right?
Well, it's very windy here, but I'm not sure what it was. Because, oh my gosh, Joel, Sammy, make up your mind. Are you Joel or are you Sammy? I don't know. It's been very, very windy, and I thought maybe that the line could have been knocked loose. Oh man, he got me. Get him, demon, get him. But they ran a test on it and tested my equipment. They said I had the very latest package and that everything, looked good just to reset everything. And so I reset everything, and it looks like it's going to function okay. I'm not sure.
Lost today, Guardian.
No, we lost. We were ahead the entire time. I
I'll
should
join
have
you
paid
guys.
more attention. I should have paid more attention.
This loss, you will grow into something.
Nikki, are you playing?
Yeah. I was gonna join up for.
All right, we're going to go to
Maybe like
orbit
an hour or
because
something like that.
Nikki's going to join us. This was a good-looking crew. They did a fantastic job. We almost claimed victory, but just at the last moment, we stumbled, we failed, we lost. We get back up, Guardians. This doesn't stop us. It's what we do. It's what we do. All right, now, Nikki, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh.
And Nikki, how are you feeling? Are you fully recovered after a week away?
For the most part, I'd say.
Rula, are you coming in? I think I sent you an invite, Rula. I'm going to send you another. Oh, no, you're in Ghost of the Deep. I'm not going to pull you out of there. You could be almost at the door of victory. Some of these folks, I swear, maybe they had name changes. I don't remember the sergeant here. I do not remember him. Scratch and Sniff, I think they tried to do that in the theaters back in the 60s, early 70s. A scratch and sniff. Superman, should we wait on you or should we play one and then pick you up? How fast is your Xbox? Guardians, I need to try this weapon out. I have Nature Reclaimed with Shoot to Loot and Incandescent. Have I used it? I have not. I need to use it. K-Fizz, we're going in. Do you want to come in and play? You need to get on in here. Dip your toe back in Destiny. I know you've got that 3D printer and you've been making some fun forms, but Destiny needs every Guardian that there is. Come on in and play. Come on in.
He said to play one without him first.
Okay, we're going to play one without him. We're going in. Everybody get ready because this Iron Banner is tons of fun. I'm going to need to back up a dump truck to pick up the amount of fun that we're having here. Superman, thank you, buddy. We're going to look forward to you coming in and knocking a few teeth out. As you all know, teeth are on my mind because my dentist canceled the appointment. Now, just really to tell you the directness of it all, I was glad. Because I hate going to the dentist. It's just a teeth cleaning, but I hate it all. I don't like any of it. I told my dentist the last time, after 25 years, the same dentist, I said, Mr. Dentist, I hate coming to see you. It's not you, it's the tools that you use. And he said, oh, Ransom, we're going to give you some laughing gas, and you're just going to have the best time. And I said, you could have done this for the last 25 years, twice a year, and I wouldn't have been dreading coming here. And he said, yeah, why didn't you say something earlier? And I said, I think I've told your hygienist how much I hate this every time I sit down in the chair.
It sounds more ominous than anything.
I just hate it, Nikki, and I always have. Way back when, Guardians, I went like 8 years, just wouldn't go. I would not go. I, brushed my teeth extra, but I didn't want to go to the dentist. And then finally, I did go in, and they said, "Well, actually, not to have not been in 8 years, you're pretty fine with everything." But I don't know. I just I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So when his assistant called and said the dentist has gone home for the day, I was like, yes, yes. So I ended up meeting Val for a hamburger at Five Guys, and Guardians. I think I'm out of touch with reality. I do. I had eaten at Taco Bell a few times in the last 6 months, maybe 2, 3 times. And I didn't really notice Taco Bell being out of whack. But today at Five Guys, now if you don't know Five Guys, it's a hamburger place. They make them when you order them, and they cut the potato right there, and they deep fry them in peanut oil for your French fries, and they have big old giant containers of peanuts sitting around. And I had not been to Five Guys maybe since 2018. No, wait a minute. Ooh, maybe even longer than that. Maybe like 2010. It had been a long time. Okay, I'm just saying a long time. And I went into Five Guys. I met Val. We ordered not a super gigantic deluxe multi-patty anything. Although the normal burger had like 2 patties, and then there was an option for like the junior little burger. And I thought, I don't want no stinking little burger. I've not been here in a long time. Give me the regular burger. It was double patty with cheese and bacon. Okay, and we split a fry. And I got that little, prompt that said, leave a tip. And of course, I'm going to leave a tip because that's just the way I like to do it, really, Guardians. I like to leave a tip. And, the tip prompted, and it said 15%. And I don't know what the going rate is these days at tipping, but I know it's beyond, 10%. So I hit the 15%, yes, and then it rang my total up, and Guardians, it was $51, and that wasn't even a large beverage. Nikki, it was crazy town.
Yeah, I mean, that's the cost of everything right now. It's just...
So I was like, woo, my gosh, eat slowly and enjoy every bite of this burger. Now, luckily, it is a really good burger. For those of you out there that have eaten at Five Guys, it's good. And don't let my moaning and groaning. Oh my gosh, everybody's always got something faster than me. Don't let the moaning and groaning about it scare you off, because the quality of food is good. It is real good. But it was a little bit of sticker shock. I'm not going to deny it. Where's he at, Guardians? Where's he at?
Right behind, one guy's right behind that little thing there.
The hunt is over.
Okay, they were all coming down the stairs. Walk like an Egyptian. Alright, I'm going here to B. I'm hanging with my teammate. Where are they, teammate?
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Hold near B with you. Wait, mid.
That shut them down.
Guardians, when you run together, it is so much more fun. Ooh, he's after that heavy. Don't let him get it. He's going to blast us with a grenade.
We either need to, like, push up there or, like, fall back. We kept, like, getting one shot.
Did he get it?
Somebody got it. I think it's got to be our team.
I was killed by the architects, but I know what happened there. Thank you, Magnus Days. Your accurate aim took me down. We're coming back for you. It's how we roll around here. We've got a ghost. Death is not the end, Guardians. It's merely the next step to victory.
I'm gonna look towards A right now.
Oh, he came up from behind me.
And the guy by A. On.
Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours.
Get over there, Ransom.
Ah! Oh my god, he scared
Mind.
me to death. Worse than a dental drill. A Guardian on the loose against you. That scared me, Guardians. I had been running tag with him for 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden he popped in my face.
Lost.
Nice
Center
idea.
my chi.
Zone
Center my
advantage is
chi.
yours.
Another one coming out from the corner. What they're going to do now is try to run up from behind.
Spectral coming at you, Ransom, so watch out.
Zone C lost.
Did I get him with that, Guardians? That was a thing of beauty. Now he's dancing right there to take the zone.
Zone B lost.
Krimel's dagger. I have tried to love that weapon. I have tried over and over. You know, I keep extras in the vault thinking one day I'm going to love these. I will need my choice of good ones. And Guardians, that day has never come. Krimel's dagger. I probably need to use Kavastoff. Rob, the best hamburgers are homemade. You are exactly right. I was telling Vol that one of the best hamburgers that I remember having, and this is like from, you know, say a 50-year time period. The best hamburger that I remember was just a homemade hamburger. My father used to occasionally, very rarely, once every 5 years, get into the kitchen when, you know, my mom or anybody else that could cook would be gone. And he would get in there and he'd be like, I'm going to fix this a hamburger. And I was like, ooh, yes, let's see my father. Can he cook? Can he cook? And he would turn that stove on and put a blaze on there, Guardians, like we were camping out. And he would put a big jumbo iron skillet on the oven. And absolutely just, I didn't see him. I did not see him.
And you are the prey.
He would put that burger in that iron skillet pan after it had heated up and started to throw off a little bit of smoke. And man, oh man, was it ever good. It was so good.
The match is over.
Oh, he fell over dead in that.
Ready.
It was after the game was over, but it was still fun to see. My dad could absolutely cook a hamburger. He could do the southern fried bologna sandwich. Drizzle, I am here for what you're bringing to the table. I don't even need a pickle with that. That's so good.
Go to Orbit, because
Yeah, let's pick somebody up. Superman, are you coming? Are you coming? But you're right, guys. It definitely was just a phenomenal hamburger. And my father would have looked at that thing from Five Guys and he would have been like, where's the beef? Where is the beef? He liked a big, thick, juicy burger, medium on the inside with a good crispy edge. And he served it with a little bit of mayonnaise on a toasted bun. Superman, thank you. We've got 5. One more and we'd have a full team. All right, let's go in.
If somebody wants to join, they'll, I'm sure, say.
Did somebody say they wanted to come in?
No, I'm saying is, if somebody wants to.
We'll go to
they'll-
Space Guardians and get you on the next round. Be ready. Be ready. The more we have, the more joy that we get inside of Iron Banner control. So anyway, the Five Guys hamburger, back at the Fortress, the Five Guys hamburger was really good. The fries were good. I don't know if I had to vote on fast food fries, who would I vote? I know this kind of sounds cliche, but McDonald's, when they're hot and fresh, I do like McDonald's French fry. And I think that McDonald's, don't quote me, you'd have to Google this. I think McDonald's uses beef tallow in their French fry. I think there was a big
I don't
stink
think
about
so.
it.
I don't think so anymore. That used to be the case.
Oh, did
Unless
they quit the beef tallow?
Yeah, a while ago. I think that was like in the 90s. I don't know. I mean, maybe recently. I know that was Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake now is using beef tallow in their fries.
And beef tallow, if I remember correctly, Guardians, beef tallow is basically just like hamburger fat.
It's beef fat, yeah. Yeah, it's rendered beef fat. I pick up tallow every week from my butcher. That's what I
Yeah.
cook with.
Now you pick up the fat and then you render it at home, Nikki. Is that what you do?
No. So it's already rendered. I mean, it's just
Okay.
basically, think of it like butter. Like it's like a pad. You throw it on, it just liquefies in the pan, and that's what I cook with.
Yeah. And it's Guardians. It's excellent. My grandparents lived to be 99. My grandfather was born in the 1800s. He was a Victorian, and they used that all the time. Like bacon grease was strained and kept in its own special
Yep.
little container, and beef tallow was the same way. And my grandmother wanted to render hers on her own, and if she couldn't do that, she bought. I think it was called clover. It was like a pork. It's called lard.
It's lard. Yeah, it's
And
lard.
it was from the belly, and she
Yeah.
just loved it. And I'm telling you, she was gourmet all the time. Everything was grown at home, made at home. Out of my entire life, she lived to be 99. I saw her once, really just once that I remember, cook a pizza that was store bought. They just did not do that kind of thing. It was all made from scratch. The cakes were made from scratch, all the sweet treats, everything from scratch. Every meal was made from scratch. She got up at 5 a.m. in the morning and she made sure that there was a phenomenal breakfast, and not like what we would think today. There was no cereal. It was a full breakfast with, usually two meats, gravy, homemade biscuits, eggs, however you liked them, the full deal. And then that was over usually and done by 6:30. And then at around 10, she started prep for what would be the main meal. And they had the main meal around noon. And when that was over, that was the end of the cooking. In the evening, they basically just had a snack. So, maybe a glass of milk, just nothing. There was nothing really major in the evening. It was just a snack.
Yeah, see, it's like what? Beef trimmings, beef drippings. I've seen that before.
Yes, they and then I told my doctor, I was like, "Oh my grandparents, they cooked with lard, they used real butter, margarine, get out of here."
Yeah, I mean,
That
it's
was some
nearly
type of
plastic.
synthetic, no good for
Now,
nothing, and she would have never used margarine. And they lived to be 99.
Weirdly enough, all those that had a lot of those not unprocessed fats, but everything's apparently heart healthy these days. Weird. Everybody's going a lot sooner. Very strange, one might
Yes.
say.
Yeah, and I was talking to my doctor. I go once a year, Guardians, just for a. Oh man, I thought I had her. I go once a year for a physical, and my doctor was saying, "Oh, this, that, and the other thing," and I was like, "Okay, doctor, I understand. I'm having some bacon, and I fry my egg in the bacon drippings. It's how I like it." And it's like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." Ransom.
Yeah, you should.
You shouldn't do that. And I'm like, look, my grandparents lived to be 99, and They never met bacon fat they didn't like. That's just really how it is.
Bacon fat
And
is
he
phenomenal.
was going on with me about healthy, how to eat healthy. And I understand that, vegetables. But I said, look, show me the 99-year-age people jogging around the block. You can eat super healthy all your life, and some of it's genetics. You have to look at your genetics.
And part of it's that, but I mean, part of it's just lifestyle. Like, I mean, if you're sitting around eating processed foods 24/7, like, you're gonna die. Like, I'm sorry.
Yes, and that was, Nikki, you hit it really on the head, because they did not partake of processed foods. There was no pre-made food. Everything was recognizable. Like if you had spaghetti at her house, which she did occasionally fix, when you ate the sauce, you would recognize the things in it. You would see the garlic. The garlic came out of the garden. You would see the tomatoes because the tomatoes were homegrown.
Now hit them again.
And you knew what you had.
Right.
It was not pureed into the point where it wasn't recognizable. And they never ate, there were no processed foods. There would have been, like I'm eating this Biscoff cookie, that would have been a no. There would have
Don't
been
look at the
no
ingredients in
Biscoff
that.
cookie with preservatives in it.
Zone B captured. 2 zones are yours.
Wow, they're all over me. He got me. Granny got me. Get out of here, Granny. How old you be? But yeah, Nikki, no preservatives, no processed foods, and they had about an acre of a garden that they just loved to tool around in and work with. And then my grandmother kept a large flower bed that was probably like a half acre, and she loved to just pull stuff out of, like some of it you could eat, or you could brew it, make teas out of it, the whole kind of thing. She loved it. And they were super healthy, Nikki, right up until they passed
Zone
on.
advantage is
Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, almost hitting the century mark. I mean, like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, he's gonna get me. Ooh, somebody. Who is that? Ooh, somebody. No. This team. Who are these people? I'm gonna need to know who trained them. Saladin. Dirty, rotten Saladin. We all know there's a bedroom that's attached. I thought I could get in Guardians, but he got me with the battle axe. Saladin has had his finger here. They've been trained.
Zone A lost.
But now I have been really, trying to be conscious of preservatives. And I just hate really buying anything with preservatives.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But now we did grow up. We had, oh my gosh, cyborgs. Well played, cyborg.
One there. That's
We
so silly.
did grow up with like fresh milk straight out of the cow. And
Yeah,
today I don't know if I could drink it or not, because it's,
You captured zone A.
Guardians, you have to like let it sit, and then the cream comes to the top, and you take that off because.
Raw milk's great. Just you gotta
Oh
find the
my
right,
gosh,
portion
I'm
for it.
being destroyed. Here I am talking about good times in the past, and in the present, they're in my face. But yeah, it was always really, it was, really rich and just delicious. It made any meal so tasty. But you do have to scrape the cream off of it because
Yeah,
man, oh,
yeah. I
man.
mean, there, you still have to do things to it, but the taste and just everything about it is just so much better.
And then I found this company that sold their milk at Kroger, and I do have the bottle. I kept the bottle,
Almost taken this one. Make
and I never have been able to find them again because it would have. I should have got him. I should have got it. That was Granny. But I need to find that company again because my local Kroger, I say local, and it's a few miles away,
They got the
but
better of me.
they really carried it for a little while, then it just disappeared. It was more expensive. It came in a really thick glass jar, and it actually had a layer of like almost butter on the top, the really
Yeah, it's like
heavy
butter,
cream.
probably your buttermilk kind of thing.
And it disappeared right out of the grocery store. I need to go to the manager and ask him like, hey, what happened that you guys aren't carrying this anymore? I think the price was maybe exorbitant. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I know it was, more expensive than the plastic jug of milk. All right, Guardians, after that match, we can look up because we're going to do better. We're going to do better. Oh, Dazzy, you used to have full fat milk delivered in glass bottles? Yeah, I would have to open it up and take the cream off the top. It was just so fresh and delicious. And then I would take the bottles back, and I got a deposit back because you had to pay extra when the initial purchase. You paid extra, and then you would take the bottles back, and they would swap them out for you. But Guardians, I talk about no TV signals and isolation and all of that kind of thing, and it was true. But on the flip side of the coin, man, oh man, it was like paradise. It was absolutely paradise. The beef was grass fed. It roamed around on acreage, and they just were super healthy. And we had chickens with fresh eggs every day. Just really a paradise. And then if you were into the sports side of it, the lakes, the rivers, the streams, the mountains, the hiking, the biking, the camping, the fishing, the hunting, it was all there. But if you wanted to watch a TV program on Friday night, it was a no. It was an absolute no. Every year when I was growing up in the mountains, I grew up in the Smoky Mountains up in western North Carolina, very isolated community. When people would come in and they'd be like from the big city, and they'd have all the latest gear and equipment, and they'd be like, oh, we're going here, we're going there, and you're like, uh-oh, this is trouble. Alert the rescue squad that there's 6 people going in and all their equipment looks brand new. I don't think it's ever been used. And sure enough, every year, Guardians, the rescue squad would be called into the mountains on a search and rescue. If you're out there and you get lost in the mountains, if you find a stream, follow the stream down, and eventually it's going to lead to a giant pond, a lake, something, and then follow the lake on its perimeter, and somebody eventually is going to have a cabin, and you're going to be able to be rescued. Now, I know it is more serious than that because people got lost and, of course, were never found where I grew up. So it is serious. Be aware when you go out into the wilderness like that. And most likely, they have slid down the wrong side of the mountain and did not recover. Things like that happen. Or they did make it to the lake and they weren't quite as good a swimmer as they thought they were. So watch out there in the wilderness. You gotta be careful about it. I remember just a few years ago, I read an article. This was maybe last year or 2023. Julian Sands was an actor, did a couple of movies that I really liked. And Julian Sands had gone hiking in the wilderness out in California. And, it took them a long time before they found him. And he wasn't in any good shape, Guardians. They carried him out of there. And I just thought, that's tragic. It is always tragic when I hear about stuff like that. But because I grew up in that region, we were taught how to survive out in the wilderness and how to make fire with no matches, how to really try to locate a stream by heading into the valley of mountains. And the region where I grew up had a lot of water, a lot of water. My family, their property had to be, we had to bring in heavy equipment a couple of times to just put new drain systems in around the house to keep it from turning into a lake.
Opponent claims
Oh,
zone
jeez.
A.
Yeah. I can imagine.
And it was beautiful. I always wanted mother, father, we need we need a koi pond. I'm gonna need a big fish pond out here. But that wasn't their first thought. Koi was not their first thought. They were like, well, we need it for the ducks. We don't really need it for the koi. Now, if we got ducks, we can have koi. I'm unanimous in that. Oh, he got me from the other side. Guardian. When I see that, often I think that people, they had their name revoked, right? A lot of those Guardian names, it's like they pulled your name, revoked it.
They did that a lot. I guess they did that to a lot of people in the last couple days.
Henry Lucas, good day to you, buddy. How are you? I'm not ignoring you. I need to really focus on this.
Oh. Yeah, we're getting clapped. The last couple ones.
The hunt has ended.
Oh man, I've got to watch the side door. They're coming in from the side.
Opponent claimed zone B.
I was in here just the other day and we won about every game.
I mean, it's going to be tough with a lot of people, always.
Opponent claimed zone A.
Why am I spawning there without not near a single person here? It's wild.
You captured zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Zone advantage.
Heavy's up, so watch them all.
Zone C lost.
Oh, Henry, it isn't mine either. It isn't mine either. But you come in, you have a good time, you get to hang out with your friends, and often, you learn a little bit.
Zone B lost.
If I get killed by an Inquisitor one more time.
Did I get him or no? I didn't get him. He totally got me.
Press on.
That was a total get.
Zone A lost. Good counter. Now hit them again.
Iron Banner score challenge.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
How do they get, I mean, we just, how are the spawns switching there? That makes no sense.
Zone C lost. You captured Zone A. You have
We
the
captured
advantage.
it.
Press on.
Press on. Lee, press on. Wow. Sometimes, Guardians, you can't see through the flame.
I don't like that. I wish there was less visual.
I think when people
Clutter.
really are super serious about this, they coordinate color shaders to be able to blend into the flame. I believe I have seen that, Guardians. I really do.
Zone A lost.
In Destiny 2 wouldn't shock me.
Color shader can really give you anonymity. I have trouble saying that word. Anonymity.
Zone advantage is yours.
Anonymity?
Yes, that word. Color shaders, like here, white would allow you to, stand against this snow. Now, say that again, Nikki. Anonymity.
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 Zone B lost.
Remember, Guardians, I was born in the backwoods, raised in a cave. Sometimes you have to say them a few times.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's definitely not an easy word to say.
I'm going to have to practice it.
Zone advantage is yours.
Not often used. That's a word that I don't run into. I need to make that a word of the day.
Zone C lost.
All right, I'm looking at B, Guardians. Should I run out here?
I'm teabagging. It's fine. Whoops. Frenzy.
Nikki's enraged. Nikki is enraged.
Press on.
Oh, man. No, I'm going to have to use my super. I didn't even see that
Almost
guy.
over. Don't let them have it easy.
I did not see that guy.
Zone B lost.
Holy cow, I was going to super him. Golden gun.
Now you are the hunted.
Hunter on the battlefield. And I better hurry because things are going awry.
They got the better of you.
Holden,
Our
hello.
guardian fights for
Hello.
as long as
Holden,
they
how are you, buddy?
Find me again.
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing good. We're in Iron Banner, and I'm just blabbing on about ancient times in the mountainous region where I grew up.
Appalachians.
Yes. The western North Carolina Appalachians, not any of, because the Appalachians go through several states, Guardians, and I grew up in the western North Carolina in a little isolated town, population 500.
In the good old Smokies of North Kakalaki.
Yes, yes. All right, we've got 4. Holden, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I was gonna do Ghosts of the Deep.
Okay, that's important, Holden. This is going to be here for a while, and Ghost of the Deep must be conquered.
I'm done gilding the Iron Banner's title, and I've done like the resets needed to get the shaders, so I'm probably not stepping foot in Iron Banner. Well, there is that new scout rifle, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the new
Yes.
scout.
What is that one called again?
Nature Reclaim. Highlights would be heal clip incandescent, shoot to loot, incandescent, shoot to loot, explosive payload.
Well, I like Heal Clip, but I'm not a big fan of Incan.
Same. Precision Instruments out of 2. Like it's a lightweight. I think it's like the only solar lightweight with some of those perks.
Yeah, but nothing in the second column that improves reload speed.
Doesn't it have rapid hit?
Not in the second column.
Oh,
I'm talking improved
fourth
reload
column.
speed for faster heals.
I mean, I guess.
I would probably go for shoot to loot explosive payload.
That's the only one I'm really going for.
Oh,
I
and
think
you
the only
know,
other